Hello everyone, Vanessa here. Don't mind my voice, I am sick. Right now I'm a little bit irritated because I filmed the opening of this whole box and it didn't save the video. So I have everything opened right here. I do not want to spoil anything. But first things first, I have the missing item from November's box of last year, and it is the reading planner, and my god, it is beautiful. There's the reading planner. I love the book and magic coming out of it, the moons. I love the color, just very pretty. There's the back, and it says a book is a dream that you hold in your hands. Then we have the first few pages of this beautiful planner. Notes you can add, and then of course these pages where you can keep track of the books that you read, what you rate them, the little summary or your favorite quotes that you can save. So there's that item. Next item that I pulled out was the pen, and here is the pen. I collect enamel pens. They are my favorite thing to collect, and this one is my favorite from last year. Then we have the mermaid tail diving into the water, and it says, "Here is a story, story it is." Very pretty. And we have this beautiful box. It says, "I'd rather die on the adventure than live standing still," which is so true. And then let me just get it all right because I did open this box previously. It is a beautiful necklace, and it is a compass and it spins, and on the back is a map with waters. Very, very, very beautiful. Beautifully crafted. Next we have it was a package. It was this package, and I don't want anything to fall, sorry. This package, and it had an ornament in it for a Christmas tree, and it is very pretty. I'm gonna call everything in this box pretty because I've been waiting for this box forever because I love anything that has to do with the sea. And it says, "There's freedom in stories, we read them and we become something else," which is very true. And I'm assuming this was an ornament for the Christmas tree in December. And then we have a tote bag that was neatly folded in this little package right here. But again, my video didn't save. So here it is. And it has shells, swords, crowns, mermaid tails, and waves, and it is a very, very pretty blue color. Now, in my other video, I was talking about an experience I had at a bookstore, and I was at Barnes & Noble. This is a side rant, by the way. I was at Barnes & Noble a few months ago, last year, in November, December, and I have my baby with me all the time. My husband works full time, so it's just me. And I go to Barnes & Noble because I wanted to buy a few books. I had my baby with me in his stroller, and I was picking up stuff that I really wanted to buy, and I actually had the money for it. And I was putting it in the little set underneath the stroller, like the little pack or little crate underneath the stroller. I don't know what to call it. And I was putting like books and, miscellaneous stuff on top of his diaper bag. And I was looking at a sequel to a book. I believe it was the sequel to Witchbone. And they didn't have it, but they had the third one. So I was reading the back of it. or like the little summary of it. And one of the managers, and it was a male manager, came up to me and he's like, you can't have the books in the stroller. It's store policy. I was like, okay. I have nothing to carry it with. I didn't know at the time you could have bags with you and you could put stuff in the bags until he told me. But the way that he approached me, he was very rude, and he was like, yeah, you just can't have anything in there because it is store policy. And I was like, okay, well, how else am I supposed to carry this stuff? Because I don't have carts that I can put my baby in. You know, it's, you either carry everything in your arms, or, again, I didn't know you could have bags, like personal bags, and put stuff in the bags. And it's not like I was stealing anything, because, again, it was like on top of his diaper bag, and I was in front of a lot of people. And he's like, yeah, well, I could just take everything and bring it up front. And I was like, okay. Like, Jesus. And he took everything and put it up front. He didn't even tell the cashier that pile of stuff that he took up front was for me. I was like, okay, so I'm trying to juggle more things in my arm while pushing the stroller, and I was trying not to hit, like, the bookcases or the people around me, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it back underneath the package, or underneath the stroller where I had his diaper bag. And I walk up to the front, and mind you, this guy is following me behind me, like, pretending he's putting away stuff, but he's following me, and I know when someone's following me. And I went to the front, I was waiting in line, and I put everything that I had on the counter, and I was like, your manager brought up a stack of books, because for some reason it's store policy that I can't put anything in the stroller. And the cashier looked at me like, what? I was like, yeah, apparently it's store policy that you can't put anything in the stroller. And they're like, oh, I've never heard of that before. And I was like, neither have I. And mind you, I've been doing this for months. My baby's almost 2. And he hasn't said anything at all to me. But then all of a sudden this one day, he's like, oh, it's store policy. So they're like, okay, well, what books did you have? And I'm like, I had a stack of books, and he just took them and brought them up here. He said he would tell you that they're up here. And he's like, okay, no one told me that there was any books up here. And I'm like, can I just see for a second? He goes, yeah, go ahead. And I was like looking over, and I was like, oh yeah, those 5 books right there. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Excuse me. And, he's ringing them up, and I was like, I actually don't want those 2. I was just reading them. And he's like, oh, okay. And, we're scanning and everything, and he comes up front to help the cashier, and there's only like 2 other people in line, and he's like, so are you getting everything? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna have him put back 2 books and everything. And he's like, oh, okay, did you ring up everything that you put in your stroller? And I'm like, yeah, he's in the process of rigging everything up. And he just made me feel like I was stealing when I wasn't. So I was like, store policy that I can't put stuff in a stroller even though there's no baskets, and I didn't know that you can carry your personal bags in the store and put stuff in the bags. What's the difference? And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just leave. So that's my little side rant of now I have a bag to take to Barnes & Noble, because that's the only Barnes & Noble in town. But anyways, so next item was like this cute little package, and it had this inside of it, and it has a pretty design of I'm assuming mer people. That's what I'm guessing. And then on the back it says, we were salt and sand and sea and storm. And that's what it looks like. And it reminds me of eyeglass cloth, or eyeglass cleaning cloth. So, I mean, it feels like the material. But it's probably not. I'm not going to look on the spoiler sheet. Okay. And then, excuse me. Okay, I am back. I had to pick up this box. This box was in the Owlcrate box, and I love the design on the box. It is Christmas trees, snowflakes, and then books. And on the back it says reading through the seasons to celebrate the unique beauty found in each of the 4 seasons. We created a special limited edition of Drinkware. Feature designs by artist Macarena Chomik. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Macarena, and then last name is Chomik. So this is the last set of the drinkware, and this is the winter one, obviously, Christmas trees. And I am super excited about this because it is a mug, and I collect mugs and cups, especially tumbler cups. So I have this one that's Harry Potter themed, and it has my coffee in it. But oh my god, just look at this beauty. It is the perfect mug. And I know I'm going kind of fast, but okay. So we have some pretty blue, light blue, dark blue, and purple and pink and yellow flowers with snowflakes and sparkles, I guess. And then we have a saying on it. It says, "The peace of winter stars seemed permanent." So beautiful. Probably my favorite cup out of the collection from last year. And there's Owlcrate's face on it. This is just, it's so beautiful. I love mugs. I collect them. And then last item before I get to the book is a magnetic weekly planner for your fridge or locker or any metal surface that you could put it on. And it's inspired by like mythology, because it has like the trident, and it kind of matches the theme of the book, I should say. And there's that, and on the back it's all magnetic. You would have to bend it the opposite way, probably a little bit like this and like this, to get it to stick to your fridge. But that is a fantastic item to have. And it comes with a whiteboard pen, and it has a magnet as well, so you can stick it to your fridge. I have a pack of these because I have a huge planner on my fridge, and on the tip is the eraser. I love these. This was such a good idea, along with the planner in November's box. This was the perfect box, to be honest. This was my favorite box from last year. Next, we have the book. And the book is Skin of Sea by Natasha Bowen. And this is the letter from the author, if you want to pause and read it. And then we have the beautiful book. So beautiful. There it is. So it has a reversible dust jacket. The sprayed edges are gold. I don't know if you can kind of see that. There's the back. And then let's go ahead and show you the reversible dust jacket. Put the book aside. And then we have the sea with a beautiful woman popping out of it. I'm assuming the main character, because the main character is, you guessed it, a mermaid. And then the book. Excuse me. We have a beautiful glossy cover to match the sea colors in gold. And then we have some language, or different language right here. Very pretty. And then we have a sea shell. The inside of it is marbled water, kind of like the waves, which is my favorite. And then it is signed by the author. Oh, such a beautiful book. I actually cannot wait to read this book, because I love anything mythical mermaids, unicorns, Greek gods, goddesses, or, you know, just very, again, mythology. I love that stuff. So that is everything in the box. Comment down below your favorite item. Again, I'd have to say my favorite item is definitely the mug in the December's box, and then seeing the planner from November's box, my favorite item from November's box. But yes, that is it for this video. Like, comment, share if you want. You don't have to share. Comment down below your favorite author, what you're currently reading, your favorite song. Just interact with me. I really want to know. Right now I am currently reading Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, and it is an adorable love story. And that's it for this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!